Welcome back to channel, guys. Welcome back to the another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about iOS 27 beta 5. Yes, we were expecting the update, but now it is pretty much confirmed it is not coming. In this video, we'll be talking about this update. I will be talking about battery life, sub tips and tricks to improve the battery life and more stuff. So watch the video until the end, and without any further delay, let's get dive into this video. Now, starting with the very first thing, we were expecting this update on Monday. It didn't came out. Then we started to expect it on the other day, that was Tuesday, and then we were expecting on Wednesday. Now 3 days are done and no update yet, and now I feel it is not coming. Now I feel Apple skipped this week, and I feel this update is not coming this week, and the main reason is very simple. There might be different bugs or issues or unresolved issues due to which they are unable to ship the update, and it is okay. Yeah, like they don't have to do it do any, like, without. If there are bugs, there is no need to ship the update for the users. So if there are bugs, they can take another week, they can fix the bug, they can resolve the issues and come back with a better update. So I feel now it is pretty much confirmed the update is not coming this week. And if not this week, then when? When is now we can expect the beta 5 or public beta 3? Definitely next week is going to be the time where we can expect the update. Now I'm expecting the update on 10th of August. I'm definitely hopeful, and I'm pretty much excited too that we're gonna get the beta 5 on 10th of August, starting next week on Monday. Maybe same day or in 2 days we will get the public beta 3. And definitely I will be doing testing. I will be testing on the battery life, I'll be testing on the performance, and will be sharing my experience. But this is something, a small thing that I wanted to share. So don't expect the update to come out this week. It is not coming this week. Definitely the next week is going to be the iOS 27 beta 5 week. Now, how is the battery life going on so far? I shared my battery stats in yesterday video, and I want to talk about how it was today. So if I go over here today, I used around 83% of my device, as you can see, and for the 83% I got 5 hours and 30 minutes screen on time. Not that good, it is just an okay. I was highly active on Instagram and bit of a Safari, WhatsApp, Threads, and some other applications, as you can see. But honestly, I'm not happy with how the battery life is going on. So I'm gonna show you some tips to improve the battery life, because there are so many people who are getting battery even worse than this. Even worse than this. It is still a decent one, but people are getting even worse battery life than this one. So let's talk about how you can improve the battery life of your iPhone running any iOS update, or maybe iOS 27 beta 4. First of all, get into privacy and security, and after that get into location services. Now if you notice, my location services are while using or never. These two are the best options available. Now there are more options, like you can make it to use always. Like if I go for the always one, it will be using my location all the time, and obviously since it will be using my location all the time, it will be consuming a lot of battery life. So I don't like this one, so I keep it on never, or I keep it on while using the app. So whenever I open the app, it is okay to use the location. When I'm not using the app, don't use my location. So this is something you can do. You can customize your location settings for all of the apps according to this and get a much better experience. Now, if you get into the system services, you will see some are on, some are off, unnecessary ones are off, and under the product improvement, by default, these are on. And they are maybe doing something helpful for Apple, but not useful for you. So you don't need them. You can just turn this off, so you can see. So for me, every other option is off. You don't need to turn these on. Well, after going from here, go back into the main page and get into the notifications, then go over here. Now over here there are the apps and their notification settings. Now if you look at closely, Most of the apps notifications are off, like for example off, 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 that is on, then off, 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 that is on, that is on, off, 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 deliver quietly, on, off, off, off. So most are off, some are on. Now basically why it is that? So whenever the notifications are on, for example, all of the notifications are on, and if there is a new notification, it runs the background process. It uses your mobile data or Wi-Fi and brings a notification on your screen. It turn on the screen and give you a ringtone of that specific notification, and this whole process is consuming battery life. So it is always better to turn off the notification of the apps that are not important. For example, there's a WhatsApp on my device. I need those notifications of WhatsApp, so that is on. But other apps like maybe news app or a wallpaper app or a game, I don't care about their notifications. I don't want them to give me notifications, so they are off. This way I save a lot of battery life. Now once you do that, um, go into the journal, go over here into the background app refresh, and just like notification, you can also customize this one. So if there is an app that is not important for you, you don't care if it is running in the background or not, you can turn it off from here. But again, the critical apps like messaging apps or phone apps, they need to be turned on in the background. But if there is any app that is not important for you, you can turn it off. If it is on, it is taking a lot of stuff in the background and that is consuming a lot of battery life, so that is not recommended. So you can also do this to improve the overall experience, to improve the overall battery life. There are many more things that you can do. For example, if you go into the privacy and security, go over here into the journaling suggestions. So if you use journaling, it will be on for you, and it consumes a lot of battery life because it is always tracking your activity, it is tracking your gallery and doing a lot more stuff. As you can see, it is also tracking your location. So it can give you prompts, it can give you some notifications that, hey, how was your experience at that place or something like that. But at the same point, these things are consuming a lot of battery life. This is a big battery killer, so I think you can turn it off if you don't want unnecessary prompts, or if you even don't use Apple Journal app, you can turn it off. Just go over here, turn off all, you are good to go. You don't need to keep these things on. So these are the few things that you can do to improve the battery life. And if you still need some tips and tricks, let me know. I will bring a more and full-fledged video. Now the big question is, iOS 27 is supposed to be a better performance update, better battery life update, but so far battery life experience is not good. And why is that? See, the update is still in beta, and Apple is still trying to improve the update. They are trying to optimize the upgrade. There are new features, new Siri AI, so it is not like it is only a performance update. There are definitely new features, so they are still trying to optimize stuff. And whenever the update is in a beta, you can expect bad battery life, you can expect bad experience. So with the every other update, it is improving. Like in the beta 3, it was a really bad battery life, but in the beta 4 we saw improvement. In the beta 3 it was really bad performance, but in the beta 4 we saw improvement. So just like that, it is bringing the improvement, it is enhancing, and with every other beta it will eventually get better. So don't worry about that. Definitely I will be making videos over here. I will be testing out battery life and performance. So these are the few things that I wanted to include in this video. These are the few things that I wanted to discuss in this video. Now if I conclude this video, just to give you a recap, I started with this video with talking about that iOS 27 beta 5 is not coming this week. We can't expect it anymore. I talk about when we can get it. Hopefully we're getting it next week, starting Monday 10th of August. Then I talk about the battery. I share some battery stats and shared some tips and tricks to improve the battery life. And in this end of this video, I talk about why battery life is bad and if Apple is optimizing it or not. So these are the few things that I discussed in this video, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Peace out.